No soul wants to leave heaven to come down to this messed world. No, the soul does not want to be born. It accepts its mission humbly, like, being sent off to war, but it doesn't want. So when your child in a bad mood says, I didn't ask to be born, he's right. He's so right. Neither did you. So don't argue. You're right. Nobody asks to be born. And why don't we ask to be born? Because we don't need to be born. We are born into a mission. We are sent. We do not choose. And that's why it makes sense to serve God. Because you don't really want to be here. This is not your agenda. This is not your plan. So if you have nothing else to do, you have a minute for God? God does have a plan, and he did create you for a reason. So as long as you're not employed, can you do something for him? Or can you do something for each other? And it's really, really helpful. There are people today who are worth $100 billion.
Yep.
It's mind-boggling. Can anybody who is worth $100 billion really think that all that money was meant for him? No way. If he lived 1,000 years, he couldn't spend it. So it can't possibly be meant for him. And that's why they all feel like they want to give away most of what they have, because it doesn't fit. They don't have pockets that big. So they have to give it away, not because they're generous, but because it just doesn't belong to them. Now we can understand. If you happen to have information, you really believe it was meant for you to keep? Come on. You have love. You have compassion. You have talent. It's all meant for you. It doesn't make sense. And the billionaires really give us a clear picture of this that help us. So all this pop psychology, you have to love yourself first. You were given love to use in your mission, not to keep it under your mattress, like a guy keeping his money under his mattress. It's crazy. What are you doing with it? Oh, I'm keeping it. I want to have money. You don't have money. You don't have life. You live it, which means you give it, you share it, you look around and see what you can do for others because you didn't even ask to be born. So having an egotistical, selfish lifestyle makes no sense. It's like the guy with $100 billion and he keeps it under his mattress.
Yeah.
King-size mattress.
Very king.
And it's not comfortable to sleep on. So, what are you gaining by this? So the me monster has become so laughable. We used to think being humble is a pious, religious, philosophical, spiritual. Being selfless is almost impossible. How can you? No, the me monster doesn't make sense anymore. We know too much. The world is too open to be so parochial and to be so tiny in our thinking.
Partner with Rabbi Friedman. Visit itsgoodtoknow.org/support.